Hello, my name is Reverend Andrea Cummings, and I'm one of the associate pastors here at Pulaski Heights United Methodist Church. And today I'll be bringing our devotional from our daily lectionary reading, Exodus chapter 13, verses 17 to 22. And in chapter 13, we find ourselves where the Israelites were just been freed by Pharaoh, and he has just let the Israelites go after 430 years of slavery. And this is what the scripture says here. It says, God did not lead them by way of the land of the Philistines, even though that was the shorter route. God thought if the people had to fight and face war, they would run back to Egypt. So God led the people by the roundabout way of the Reed Sea desert. Wow. If you think about our lives, I don't know about you, but I love taking shorter routes. I mean, it's just easier, right? We all have our, our goals in life. We have our checklist. We have, different time frames, and we have to accomplish those in the same exact way we have written them down. And what we can learn from this particular scripture today is that sometimes a shorter route is just not what God has for us. And that is a hard pill to swallow. I can recall when I first got my call to ministry, and my first annual conference was in Bentonville, Arkansas, and Adam Hamilton was speaking, and he spoke on manager versus leader. And I had been grappling, why I felt God had taken me all around the world to get to ministry. I had completed my master's in business administration. I had got my master's in education. I had done all these things in business and education, and then I get a call to ministry. And I was like, why in the world has God taken me all around the world? But in hindsight, it was a very reflective moment for me. Taking a shorter route would not have prepared me for ministry. And every day in ministry, I'm reminded of all the educational background I have, all the business background I have, has made me the pastor I am today. I don't know where you are in your life, and maybe you were hitting your head against the wall and trying to figure out, Lord, you closed the door for me, and I have this opportunity right before me, but it didn't seem right because it seems like the long way around. But just be reminded that sometimes the shorter routes that we think we need to take will lead us into danger, will lead us into places where it's not the best for us, and to trust God. The wisdom literature tells us in Proverbs chapter 3, verse 6, that to acknowledge God in all our ways, and God will direct our paths. If we are just take a moment and trust God. This passage reminds us to trust God, because even when we think we have the right path, God is already working it out and tells us, hey, I'm going to send you on this route instead. And if we can trust that, we always know that God is going to be with us. Because if you read a little bit further down, it says that the Lord went in front of them during the day in a column of cloud to guide them, and at night in a column of lighting to give them light. This way they could travel during the day and night. The column of cloud during the day and the column of lighting at night never left this place in front of the people. I don't know about you, but this is very encouraging. When we trust God, God is going to be with us day and night. And that is so comforting to know that we can trust God, trust God's process for our life, and God will be with us. Thanks be to God. Amen.